So before the video starts, I did want to send an apology ahead of time just to kind of like let you guys know that when I was recording for the action figure review, I made a small error on my end where it was in portrait form and not in landscape. So bear with me. This is a error that I will learn from, but starting with the next action figure reviews, it will be a little bit better quality and all that stuff, and hopefully a little bit better to see. So with this one, please give me some patience. I apologize again in advance, but please enjoy the video. Thank you again. Hey guys, Kakashi here. Today I wanted to do something a little bit different than what I normally do from gaming. I wanted to start with an action figure review for the most controversial action figure out right now, and that is the Marvel Legends Maximum Series Spider-Man. I have heard pros and cons from this action figure here. It's very 50-50. A lot of people don't like this figure for certain reasons, and some people do like this figure. The thing is, I wanted to get my hands on it, period, just because it has been years since I've collected Marvel Legends figures. I feel like the last one I got was like the Ultimate Green Goblin wave from years ago. So I wanted to give this one a shot, give my honest opinions without being biased in any way, and just see where we go from here. Coming straight out of the packaging, this figure does come with a lot of accessories. It comes with 3 head sculpts. The one where you kind of just see his regular Spidey mask on, the one that's currently on the body right now. Then he comes with this thinking face. As you can kind of like see, one eye's a little like slanted closed and one eye's wide open. I'm assuming it's a thinking face because there's just no way like that's an angry face, right? With the eyes being this off. But I'm assuming like with the other accessory, you just put like the Spidey sense on him. There you go. That way it kind of like looks more kind of like what the face is trying to represent. Yeah, it comes with this face here. It comes with his regular Peter Parker face. I'm gonna be honest with you, I feel like I've seen better head sculpts for Peter Parker, man. I don't know, this is the type of guy that looks like he might take your kids away from you and not bring them back. You know what I mean? But the hair's, I guess you could say, somewhat detailed. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know how I feel about this face, dude. This guy really looks like he's trying to rizz me up. You know what I mean? And he comes with 10 different hands, okay? So he has this web shooting hand, as you can see. And he comes with another one that looks a little bit different. Kind of more like a straight shooter here. Comes with the human hands, so his hands outside of the suit. And he comes with like these wall climbing hands. And these hands here, I'm assuming it's for holding onto his webs. Now, this is something that I did hear a lot about this figure. Sorry for moving the camera. Is that quality control issues were a big thing. Now, I don't know if this is a small example of what it might be, or maybe that's just how the hands are. Either way, it's still weird. But this is his web shooting hand. Yeah, so check that out, man. So that's regular web shooting. And then now look at this. You see that pinky, man? That pinky right here does not look like it should be doing that, right? I don't know if this is an example of a quality control issue, but maybe you guys can like let me know in the comments or something. But I have a feeling his pinky's supposed to be out more like that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, this came in like, it looked like he broke his finger trying to fight somebody or some shit. He did come with like this flimsy web here, as you can see. Sorry for my weird sound effects, but yeah, very flimsy webbing. It comes with 2 of these. So Maybe you can do like some crazy posing with that. And he comes with a web shield. Pretty cool. I haven't seen this on stuff before. This is brand new to me. I don't know. Maybe you guys can let me know if other figures have had that shield. More webbing here. Looks like he's about to snatch somebody. And a web projectile. Now, this web projectile does have a peg somewhere in here. Let me see. Right here. So it does have a little peg there. And it goes for this very flimsy display stand. So you just slide it in here. And bam, here you go. That looks horrible. We're not going to aim it there. But yeah, so yeah, the display is just, it's very flimsy, dude. It looks poor quality. It's not strong at all. It feels like it can just break after repeated use. But that's it for the accessories right now. Let's get to the actual articulation of this figure. The butterfly joints, he can go all the way back. He can go forward. And look at the paint here. They're just straight lines. I don't see no curvature to match the back Spidey bug on the back of a suit. So I don't, again, maybe everybody else's was possibly a little bit better or different, but let me know, man. I want to hear your guys' opinion. He can do lat raises. He can go about that high. He has a bicep swivel. Double jointed elbows. Now, one thing I do have to say already that I have noticed compared to the other Spider-Man figures, they don't have like the peg holes for the joints, which I like. As I do the double jointed elbow here, when I was moving it back here, I noticed this. The forearm swivel, they're very like flimsy in a way. You have to really be careful with it because you don't want to pose your figure and then snap his arm off or risk breaking the joint. I don't know how flimsy they are or how durable. It has been a while, like I said. And then from there, he has a wrist swivel, a joint, so you can kind of like put them down like this. You can do a forearm flex or an extensor flex. There, going to the head. The head can go about that high up. Perfect if he was like falling, you know. He can look all the way down. He has a joint at his neck too, so the neck rotates. It can go up and down as well. Swivel. He doesn't have a waist swivel. He just has an ab crunch. So he can go about down this much. He can go back this much. And with the crunch, I think about like, that's how much you can kind of like go back. And you can go about that back without using the lower abdomen. Now for the legs, he can go up about this much before it starts flying out. But something interesting about this figure, I wish I could pick it up. I don't know if you can see it with the lighting here, but he has a little swivel there. So you can kind of lower it and pick it up. So you can bring it up into his waist here, or you can lower it down and extend it and possibly get even a higher kick. He has a thigh swivel. Double jointed knees. Again, no joint pegs here or peg holes, which I like. And then shin swivel. Ankle pivot. He can plantar flex about that much. And he can dorsiflex about this much. He does have a toe swivel. So you can kind of go up here and you can probably go down this much. Actually, man, going over this figure, I am not impressed, dude. Everything that everybody has been talking about as well was kind of saying like when you get a Maximum Spider-Man, that it's gonna be like the only Spider-Man that you need. And honestly, I don't see anything crazy about it. You know what I mean? Because for the price was like $50 plus. For some of you, I mean, you might get lucky to find it at 50. Others might have to spend at most maybe $80 for shipping and handling just to get this figure in. So it's not cheap at all. Like I said, I haven't gotten a figure from Hasbro in years, and I feel like coming back into this Maximum series, I am somewhat disappointed. The figure's not bad. Like, I genuinely think this is a really good Spider-Man, probably the best Spider-Man that they have done. Again, dude, I kind of look at it in the aspect as well, like for kids who want to buy figures. I think this is going to be a little bit too much, man. I just don't see where it's Maximum. I feel like this figure is coming with stuff that should have came with Spider-Man years ago, like this webbing, I mean, the shield. It's just, for me, it's kind of like all of these accessories should have just came with Spider-Man to begin with. I do feel like a lot of people were excited for these figures because, again, Hasbro just decided we're going to drop this crazy new wave. Everything's going to be different. I did pre-order also the Maximum Series Hulk. It's not going to come until next month, so the review for that one might take a while. I don't want to give this a harsh review. I don't want to beat Hasbro up. I just think, like, do better, guys. I feel like this figure easily should have been worth, like, at most $40. Because I'm trying to put, like, understanding, too, with, like, tariffs and economy right now. But I just don't see $50 plus being justifiable for what you get and how the figure is. It is good in terms of, like, how the figure is alone. I'm just beating the company up right now for how they decided to push out the pricing. That's about it, honestly. I don't feel like I can go any deeper into this figure. You guys have probably seen other reviewers go into more detail about the company and about the figure itself, probably better than what I have. I just wanted to share my honest opinion. Again, not trying to be biased or anything, because I do love action figures. I'm going to try and mess around with some posing, show you guys a little bit of what you can do with this figure. Stay tuned with that.